So the stock market has been on a tear, and you're probably wondering, have I missed the buying opportunity of a lifetime to enter the stock market? Have I really missed a dip? Or you're rejoicing because you bought the dip like the smarty you are, and you're celebrating and you're watching that money just accumulate in your bank account. Well, regardless of what position you're in, today I'm going to be telling you 3 reasons why the stock market has bottomed and 3 reasons why it hasn't. So stick around to the end of the video to learn all the reasons and really figure out for yourself, has the stock market bottomed? So let's get it. What's up guys, my name is Ishan Agnihotri, and if you could, please tap that like button for that YouTube algorithm. It really helps my small channel a lot. You know, I've been killing it with that banger content and really appreciate that support. So the first reason the market has bottomed is because the market has already priced in the first wave of the virus. You're seeing it with stocks rallying as the market has really, seen that, okay, we understand that this has made a terrible impact on this quarter for all companies, but now what the market is looking for is earnings reports and seeing the forecast and how companies project how they will handle with the virus. How will they handle the situation? Can they deal with it? Do they have enough cash? What are the moves that they'll be making to sustain? And it's kind of obvious companies aren't going to be like,
we can't sustain, we're gonna go bankrupt.
Hell no. The companies are all out there being like, we're furloughing employees, we're firing. In fact, Boeing is laying off a ton of their workforce. Lyft just announced that they're laying off like 30% of their workforce. Everyone is doing something to please the markets that, we got enough cash to deal with this. This ain't no problem. And as a result, stocks have been pushing up. And this is one of the reasons the market could potentially have bottomed. So far, it's been good. And that's why we've seen a big push with earnings report coming out. Because all the companies are saying, you know what? We had a terrible quarter. We're going to be in a loss. But guess what? If this things continue to get better, which the market is pricing in, man, we on a roll to make a ton of dough. And now the second reason, which I see everyone talking about, is the Fed. That's right, the Fed printing that money. If you haven't already, check my video link down below as to how the Fed is pumping the markets. Because I've seen people just talking and giving random facts about the Fed pumping the market without truly knowing how it works. So if you want to know exactly how it works, check the video link down below. But in a short summary, basically what the Fed is doing is buying a bunch of treasury bills back. This essentially causes cash to enter the system. As a result, it ends up trickling down into the economy. People get the money, they ain't trying to save because interest rates are already so low. And that's one of the biggest things. Interest rates are so low, they're kill the savings account, man. No one's trying to save now. Now everyone's pumping it into the stock market to get a solid return. You're seeing how low stocks are, and that buying power is fueling the markets up, and up. And as long as the Fed continues buying T-bills, treasuries, I believe that this will continue to support the economy and support the stock market and continue to get it pushed up and up. And unfortunately for the bears, squeezed out. Third reason why the stock market is bottomed, oil is stabilizing. Not just because Jeremy from Financial Education decided to buy US. So that could be a huge reason. He really got a ton of supporters out there. You guys see that video where he bought Nat stock? Bro, it's short after hours. And if you guys want to give me that same loyal following, make sure you like, subscribe down below. Oil, in fact, as of me making this video on April 29th, is up 30%. That's absolutely mad. And so with oil stabilizing and the economy beginning to reopen, oil demand will continue to grow. In fact, last week we saw one of the biggest production cuts from oil suppliers. So if oil continues getting cut, especially with that mad OPEC deal, we're going to be seeing a huge soar in oil, and oil will stabilize, and this will definitely help the economy. It sucks for us consumers. We ain't trying to pay fat stacks for that oil. So now the 3 reasons why the market hasn't bottomed. These reasons are just as important as the previous 3 reasons that I mentioned. So make sure you stick till the end and make sure you tap that like button if you're already getting some of that mad knowledge. So the first reason the market hasn't bottomed is because the mortgage industry could potentially be on the verge of a collapse. Millions of borrowers have either lost their jobs or can't pay their bills, and this is having a deafening impact on mortgage companies. In fact, their lines have been ringing like mad with people trying to tell them,
hey yo, I can't pay my mortgage. Can you back it up?
People don't have money and they can't pay. And depending on how long this crisis lasts, we could potentially, and I'm saying potentially, not for certain, see a financial crisis just like 2008, with millions of people losing their job. In fact, we've seen all the job gains since the Great Depression wiped out in a month. And if this continues, man, we're gonna see a huge collapse in the mortgage industry, which is already begging the government for financial aid. And so this brings me to my second point, which is the second wave of the virus. Right now, the market, like I talked about, has priced in the first wave, but what they haven't priced in is the potential second wave. And you know, it's dangerous for the economy to be reopening right now. We've already seen how fast the virus spreads, and if this continues and we continue to reopen, it could be horrific for the economy. And man, I ain't trying to catch it, so I'm gonna stick inside and just watch Netflix. And last but not least, there is no cure. That's right, guys, no cure. I mean, the market's soaring on Gilead, saying that yeah, it might work. And even if a cure comes out, it probably won't be ready for mass production and release until next year. Not to mention, this is just a cure. A proper vaccine, a few months ago, they were saying 12 to 15 months. So that might take a while. And despite, you know, the entire world working on it, I like to stay optimistic. I hope they find one, but science is science, and unfortunately, we probably won't see a vaccine until next year. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it's helped you guys really understand and figure out for yourselves, has the stock market bottomed? I encourage you guys to weigh the pros and cons and evaluate yourself and see for yourselves, has the stock market bottomed? And obviously a lot of stocks are overextended. I wouldn't be right now buying into these rallies. I'd be looking for dip buying opportunities. But you know, that's my strategy. It's all up to you guys. So if you like this video, make sure you like, subscribe, tap the like button. More banger videos coming out soon. And if you enjoyed, I'll see you next time.